Enchanted Oracle with you, and the cards today are Precious Gems Oracle by Maxine Gadd, Aussie chick, I believe. Now, I did a bit of a shuffle, and this is what came out, which is Chalcedony, I think is how you pronounce it. Don't quote me on that. Now, this is about conversion. So it's like, you know, when you want to get through something, you know, you're going through a particular something in your life and you're like, I just want to get through with it. I just want it over. I'm sick and tired of it. You know, this is saying, well, hang on a minute. You need to actually integrate that into your life. And so then once you've integrated it, then you can flower from it and move on. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Now, it's also talking about light blue. And those colors are associated with Aquarius, Cancer, I think Sagittarius, and Virgo. And it's about joining together with love. So those who have all been like outed on the outside and kicked out of a particular thing, it's a case of coming together. And you come together with love and get rid of all that fear-based stuff that's going on. And together you congregate and turn it into something powerful and strong and love. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope that helps you in your world, your life somewhere. So something you're going through, there it is there. You know, something that you're going through that you're able to turn into a real positive. So it doesn't have to be actually a negative in your life anymore. So you're looking at a particular problem or solving something. It's not even solving. It's just, it's changing the energy. So everything's energy, okay? And it's just our perspective on what we see with that energy. And so when it's really heavy and dark and negative and holding you down and holding you back, it's a case of turning that and changing it into a light formation so that you've got that grounding, you've got that knowledge, you've got, that's one of your lessons that you're here to learn. You can move on from it now and, yeah, and heal from that wound, basically. And this one, of course, being Labradorite, and, oh, baby, she powerful. And, yep, she's serendipity, and she's all about, too, is friendships, developing friendships, keeping friendships, having long-term friendships. And she's also about what I see her as people who can make you laugh and people who can turn an awful situation and turn it into something really positive. And it could be just someone you meet down the street and they just say something, do something, wear something, whatever it is, you acknowledge in yourself that part of you that needed healing and they will hear it. Also, the serendipity is being in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, asking the right questions, just being in the right place at the right time, darling. It's yours. If you're there and someone else is having a conversation about something that you want to do or be part of, join in. They'll be wrapped. You know, it's not going to be one of those, oh, get out of this conversation for you. It's going to be, oh, thank God you're here, you know, that type of thing. Then, of course, we've got the Alexandrite, which is good fortune. Ooh. Now, she is saying, isn't she gorgeous? I haven't actually seen this crystal in person. Maybe I have in crystal shops, but haven't taken any notice. But yeah, so this is just saying that you will be in the right place at the right time and fortune favors you. And you may have been in a position where it just hasn't. Just lately, it just hasn't. Things have just been shit. And it just feels to me like that this is a sign to say that things are coming out of that particular situation. You're moving forward. So whatever heaviness you've been through in the last it feels to me 3, 4, even 5 years, even longer. And especially the last 2 years. She's saying that fortune favors you now. It's all just turning around. You know how the wheel goes round? Like especially in the tarot, and you got the wheel of fortune. And if you look at a wheel, like a water wheel, and part of it has to go underneath the water. where you don't know what's going on. You feel like you're drowning. Oh my God, how can I breathe? You know, and all of a sudden you come back up. And all of a sudden then you rise, not all of a sudden, but you do eventually, you rise to the top and the sun is shining. Life's great, wonderful, fantastic. It's never going to end. It's all wonderful. And then slowly, you know, it changes again, comes back around. But you do that in different ways in your life. Like you can do that on a day-to-day basis. Like take, for instance, you know, when you go to sleep, if say you're not sleeping and so in the middle of the night, you're actually going through all of that, you know, that under the water thing because you're like, everything's miserable, everyone's against you, the world's against you, you know, may as well go and eat worms, all that kind of thing. And it's like, you don't have to be stuck in that. If you can do something where you're actually getting a natural sleep, that'll change all those feelings too. So it is about you taking control of your fortune. You can do it, and luck's on your side. Okay, darlings. Ciao, I hope that helps you. Where's my thing?